Should I have served my time like a good little girl? Get out when I'm old and wrinkly? I don't think so.
You're saying the Kingpin got you out of jail? How much power does this guy have?
That's what it's all about, isn't it? Power. His, yours, and mine.
Hey, pay attention! I'm not gonna do this again for your benefit.
I've learned a thing or two.
Yeehaw!
I know I'm being fresh, but when you dress like that, what do you expect?
They say bad guys don't think of themselves as bad guys, but come on, you must know.
Did that hurt? Let me kiss it and make it better. I know I'm playing hard to get, but I'm worth it.
This one time I fought some—
Don't look at me like that. Going to all this trouble for little old me. You must really care.
Some days you just got it.
I'm starting to think you're mad at me.
When you put forth the— You want me to let you go? Raise your hand. No? Okay.
You're so cute when you're confused.
Are you deliberately moving really slowly? Is this like some sort of—
You infuriate me. Neither of us wants this, but it has to happen.
Come to pop.
I bet you were the worst hide-and-seek player ever.
Did your mom tell you you could be anything you want? 'Cause she was wrong.
You're just dying to get your hands on me, aren't you? You naughty boy.
Let's not fight. Ah, never mind. Let's fight.
It's your fault it's come to this. Now you know.
Man. Your heart wasn't in this, Felicia. Tell me what he did to you.
I was transferred to Ravencroft. The Kingpin came to see me.
Just to be clear, we're talking about Wilson Fisk.
Yes. He said he knew I was after power and he could give it to me.
You'd owe him. That's how it always works, isn't it?
The doctors did experiments. They called it DNA crafting or crisscrossing.
Cross-species genetics? You've seen what can happen. Why would you do that to yourself?
Boy, you are thick. I did it for you, so I'd be like you, so we could be together. But then the Kingpin ordered me to kill you, or die myself. I couldn't. I can't.
Felicia, I don't know what to say.
Don't say anything. I'm not interested in your face, just your lips.
I can get you help. Witness protection, a new life safe from the Kingpin. And maybe someday we can get to know each other like normal people.
I don't want to be normal people. Run away with me. We'll go somewhere exotic. With our power, we can live like royalty. Adventure, excitement, romance. And that sounds terrible to you.
No, but I've got responsibilities.
Well, I'm not one of them. Don't worry about me. I've always done fine with a target on my back.
I can't just let you go.
Fisk owns too many cops. If I'm in custody, I'm as good as dead. You can't do that to me any more than I can do it to you. You ever decide you want some fun in your life? Look me up.
Felicia, wait! It all makes sense. Fisk becomes the Kingpin by eliminating all his rivals with his anti-crime task force, and the public thanks him for it. He writes a few big checks and everyone looks the other way. But it's not just the task force. I've been taking his enemies down too. And the one who's been pointing me toward them is Craven. I can't let him get away with this. I need to know more, inside information on Fisk. And I've got an old friend who can get it. What makes someone decide to be a henchman? Low self-esteem?
Hey, Spider-Man!
Better make myself presentable.
Wow. Everyone knows Fisk is crooked. But you're saying he's actually setting himself up as the top crime boss in New York?
That's what I've been hearing. I'm working with Whitney Chang on a story, and she needs proof. You're closer to Fisk than anyone I know.
Not really. He keeps his business private. But, as an investor, I do have access to the task force's financial records.
Oh.
Okay. One of the addresses you gave me came up. Large payments to a security consultant. Fisk handles all the personnel decisions. He's the one who hired this Kravinoff guy. But he cooked the books, so technically, Oscorp's paying him. He's trying to throw me under the bus.
Join the club.
You okay?
Yeah, it's just... I trusted someone I shouldn't have. And I probably should have seen it, but... after losing my dad and Uncle Ben... I guess I wanted to believe...
You wanted a father figure. I know what that's like. My dad shut me out of his life to focus on saving his own. And all he ended up leaving me was the disease that killed him.
Huh? Is that why Norman started the cross-species experiments?
Yeah. He thought he could give himself the resistance some animals have to conditions like this. But the closest he ever got was the work he did on spiders with your father.
But Dad disappeared. And his work went with him. Your task force. Their body armor has medical applications. Can it help at all?
It's not a cure, but it can give mobility to people who can't get around on their own. The task force has helped me improve on it, and protect my research from criminals who'd steal it. But it was a mistake to work with Fisk.
He knows you're sick?
He figured it out. And now he's waiting for me to die so he can take Oscorp for himself.
Harry, I'm sorry. What is it?
It's genetic. Very rare. Degenerative. My father extended his life by spending a fortune while he looked for a cure. I don't have that kind of time.
There's gotta be some hope.
Gene therapy. That's what all my dad's research was about. Listen, Pete. Take it from a guy who knows. When the people you trust turn their back on you, it's just proof you have to handle your problems yourself. But sometimes, you still need help.
Harry, I'll do whatever I can for you. Just tell me what—
Spider-Man. No one knows for sure how he got his powers, but he looks to me like the only successful, healthy example of cross-species genetics out there. You take pictures of him. You must have some way of reaching him.
Well,
Peter, I need Spider-Man's blood.
oh yeah! Funny how when crime's up, it's my fault. And when it's down, everyone forgets I exist. Time for alternative transportation. I'm always awesome. Sometimes I'm extra awesome. Web slinging failed. That'll wake you up. Poor Harry. I want to help him, but without the proper testing, my blood could actually make things worse. Buckle up! Fasten your seatbelts! If my blood could cure Harry, I'd give it to him in a heartbeat. But it'll take time and lots of research to find out. He's in no mood to wait. You know what? I've put this off long enough. Gotta catch up to Harry and talk to him.
You came. Thank you. I'll pay whatever you want.
Mr. Osborn, wait. I've checked with scientists familiar with gene therapy, and I can't give you my blood. It's too dangerous.
Dangerous? I'll die without it.
Not right away. There's still time for more research. Every other cross-species subject has turned into a monster. I don't know why it's different from me. I'm looking into it,
I've
but
paid the top minds in the field to look into it. A fortune! They don't have the answers. I'm willing to take the chance.
It's not just about you. The lizard, the other cross species, they hurt people.
Get out.
Kill people.
Just get out.
I can't give you my blood until I
was
know
right.
it's safe.
I can't trust
promise.
anyone.
I'll find out.
I'm on my own.
Mr. Osborn,
No, just go.
Harry is really at the end of his rope. I should have noticed a long time ago, but I was busy being played for a fool by Craven. I can't believe I fell for his act. But why would he teach me his hunting techniques if he was going to betray me? I guess that's one of the things I'll have to ask him. Not sure what I was aiming at there. Craven! Time for a little mentor-mentee chat. Discuss our mutual goals. Map out a 5-year plan. Explain why you're working for a human jello mold. Looks empty, but maybe I can still find some answers. It's all for me. He was gonna kill me and stuff me like a trophy. All this time he's been studying me, testing me, figuring out my strengths, and how to beat them.
How best to set a trap?
You're a fake! A coward! This is your idea of a fair hunt?
Oh no, it's only the prelude. The antidote I gave you should remove all effects of the tranquilizer. I want you at the peak of your abilities.
Stop acting like you're King Arthur. All that talk about honor. You lied to me. Betrayed me. For the Kingpin and his money.
That was incidental. I did not betray you. I truly taught you all I knew. Not just so you would eliminate the Kingpin's rivals, but to make you the worthiest possible opponent. The foe I knew you would be. My greatest hunt. Now you are ready. And now we will see who is the hunter and who is the prey.
So you used me to take out the Kingpin's rivals. What about Cassidy? I noticed you jumped in to stop him talking to me.
Cassidy was useful for a time. He sowed fear and mistrust, but he is little more than a beast. It was inevitable he would have to be removed.
Hard to spot him in those trees, but you have to try.
I can smell your fear.
You wanted me to watch Cassidy kill that kid. Why? So I'd kill him? So I'd feel guilty? Just because you're a sick freak?
It was a test to see how strong you could be. You could stomach the spilling of blood. You disappointed me.
I'm still waiting for an explanation for your mustache.
Impossible. I studied you. You are not capable of this kind of fury. You lack a killer instinct. Good. Your own senses betray you. Come get me, boy.
I get as angry as you. I want to hurt my enemies just as much. The difference is, I know it's wrong.
Come get me, fool! I'm always one step behind.
It's in the trees. Gotta find him before he springs the trap.
You've been a poor sport.
them ambush me from the trees.
There is no escape.
They say bad guys don't think of themselves as bad.
So be it. To the death.
No! That's your way. On my watch, no one dies.
I beg you, kill me. Give me death over defeat.
You're saying death isn't defeat? You planning on coming back as a craven zombie or something? Anyway, I won. That means I call the shots.
What are your terms?
You're a few episodes short of a season, Craven, but you've always had your own loony code of honor. So you're gonna tell me how to get to the Kingpin. The truth. Everything you know.
Very well. You have won that right. Ask, and I shall answer.
I ran into someone who says Kingpin gets test subjects at Ravencroft. How?
The institution has lost all government funding. It now relies upon private donors, of which Fisk is the largest, now that Norman Osborn is dead.
And they just let him experiment on inmates like some kind of Dr. Chubbenstein?
They encourage it. They view the inmates as hopelessly damaged, useful only as test subjects.
I ran into someone who says Kingpin gets test subjects at Ravencroft. How? I know you. You're always checking out your surroundings. You notice everything.
Yes, it's true. I met with Fisk in his building, where I took note of the locations of his cameras, weapons, and accessible points of entry. He has a Telec 4566 security system, and I know the passwords.
Well, you get a gold star. Draw me a map, and don't leave anything out.
The information I have given you will get you inside the building, but you must still face Fisk himself.
I'll distract him with cupcakes.
This is why you will lose. You underestimate him. He has fought for his life since he was a boy. If you show even a moment's weakness, he will see it and kill you.
The old killer instinct, huh? A lot of good it did you. I'm not sure if the cops can pin anything on you, but if not, take my advice and go back to Russia. Fisk doesn't seem as forgiving as I am.
Sending task force guys out of town?
I heard it's about that stolen Oscorp tech. Some kind of armor they're trying to get back.
So? We need backup now. But they don't care if working stiffs like us get killed.
Think I'll tag along with those trucks and see what's so important. Sometimes I fantasize about moving to Hawaii, but there'd be nothing to swing from. This just in, Webbs needs something to stick to. Now that's fun!
driving that kind of truck? Why can't Tony come?
Because we're going to see the boss. And only his top guys get to know where he goes when he's not here. So shut up and do your job.
I had a feeling listening in on those guys might pay off. Now to stick to their truck and let them take me right to the fat man himself.
Tell him we've got the delivery. I'll watch the truck. You got it, boss.
Ionic webbing? Only one thing will work on this door. Ionic webbing.
I have eyes on Spider-Man!
It could be worse. I could be Mucus Man. When you put forth this weak an effort, all the armor in the world can't fix stupid.
Spread out. Secure the area.
You got it.
I want a perimeter set up. All points of entry watched. I'm on it. I catch anyone slacking off, they'll end up padding my arrest stats.
Understood, sir.
Maintain radio contact. Check in every 5 minutes. I'll spread the word. Boss wants everyone working double shift.
I'll tell the boys.
Task Force cops working with
Task Force?
I got him!
That armor's too big an advantage. Armor might look cool, but it doesn't make him any faster.
Trespassing, assault on police officers. You've been busy, Spider-Man. Can't add more crimes to the list.
Gives us an excuse to bust him for assaulting an officer.
When you put forth this weak an effort, I kinda feel like you don't respect me.
I fought tougher than you.
This is my chance to disable their armor. Looks to me like the elite task force wasn't all that elite.
I'm sure you're quite pleased with yourself, but the night is young.
And of course the Daily Bugle never gets pictures of me winning like this. It's my lucky day.
Bam! There he is!
I see him. Here, he's right here.
Someone there.
Come on, show me what you got. There you are.
Hey, the armor's only as good as the guy inside. And those guys? Yeah, Ionic webbing's my best shot here.
Please, Spider-Man, beat up some more police officers. It'll make wonderful news footage.
Fool me once. Just a little closer.
No more fantasy.
Did you just expect me to stand there? Whatever those guys get paid, it's too much.
I'm rapidly losing patience with you, insect.
Fellas, I got him!
Found him!
That hurt.
I fought
Give me robots any day. These robots don't talk your ear off.
I may have to take a direct hand in this sordid matter.
one time I fought somebody who was a real loser, and they were still better than you. And the judges give Spidey a perfect score! Okay, the judges are just in my head, but still.
Bam! There he is!
Gotcha!
No more games, Buffalo Butt. Just you and me. What, no elevator music? This guy's cheaper than Jameson. Smells like sweaty fat guys and burritos in here. No offense to burritos. Well, if it isn't the Kingpin! Catchy name, but I have to say, you look more like a bowling ball than a pin. Or maybe a beach ball?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I mean, I'm impressed. You take control of crime in New York right under everybody's nose. The whole city knows you're crooked, and everyone still kisses your tookus. Which must take what, like a week? A lot of ground to cover is what I'm saying.
The only criminal I see is the masked man guilty of breaking and entering into my private building. A violent vigilante. The Daily Bugle has branded a menace.
Fine, play it like that. But one way or another, you're going down.
And now you've threatened me. I dare say Jonah Jameson will praise me as a hero after I kill you. In self-defense, of course.
You set Cletus Cassidy loose on the city. Not just to wipe out your rivals, but to scare people. To make things so bad, when you took over, it'd look like you fixed them. You're so...
Who else is gonna fix things, huh? You? Running around in a acting out some adolescent power fantasy? I live in the real world, Spider-Man.
You are so fat. When you cut yourself shaving...
Come down here immediately! You expect me to fight it myself? People don't expect a crime-free utopia. They want a world that makes sense. Where if you stay out of bad neighborhoods, you don't get hurt. They want order.
You're wrong! People want justice. They want to know that if they work hard and play by the rules, the same rules everyone else has to follow, they'll be okay.
What an amusing world you live in, boy!
That beat you sent your to get predictable.
No more fancy stuff!
Not so confident, man.
This one time I fought somebody who was a real loser, and they were still better than you. Too late to surrender, or just start crying.
I'll crush you! In self-defense, of course.
If you want me to let you go, raise your hand. Okay.
I'll make an example of you!
You're so fat, you're the same height lying down. Okay, I'm sorry. That was corny. You're so fat. When you wear a yellow raincoat, people...
What do I pay you for? Get down here! What people want is men like me to make the hard choices. To make the wheels of the world turn so they can work their pathetic jobs and live their small lives and get a cookie at the end of the day. Then someone strong is in charge.
Hey man, I get it. You were a bullied fat kid, now you want to get even. You want to start a software company? Be my guest. But when you start hurting people, when you turn into a bully yourself, I'm gonna shut you down.
You know nothing about me. Nothing about my life. You have no idea what I've done to survive.
So talk to me, let's hear it. You hired Craven, Cletus Cassidy? You're so proud of it, tell me what you did.
I'm not a fool, Spider-Man. I've admitted no wrongdoing, broken no laws. There's no evidence against me.
I have proof you paid Craven.
No, my task force did. As a security consultant. I am shocked and horrified to hear he's done anything improper. If indeed he has. He was hired for his legendary skills and a strong code of conduct that would never allow him to betray a client.
Craven might not give you up, but Cassidy will.
A lunatic like that? Oh, come now. His word can hardly be believed. And besides, a man would have to be a fool to deal with someone of his ilk directly. I assure you, I am no fool. I'm afraid, Spider-Man, that you are the only criminal here.
Yeah? We'll see about that.
This is not an action film, boy. Just because you're young does not mean you can hack my security and gain access to my personal... How are you doing that?
Huh. Now who's underestimated who?
Stop that! I demand you stop!
All units. Max Dillon has escaped custody and is at large in Sector 4.
What did you do?
I have no idea what you mean. Thank you for showing me my areas of vulnerability. I assure you, they will be gone when you return.